this book called Like Shaking Hands with God, which is subtitled A Conversation About Writing, and is a transcription of a conversation that Kurt Vonnegut and Lee Stringer had in, I guess, 1998. Let me just verify that. It says here in the book jacket, the setting was a bookstore in New York City, the date Thursday, October 1, 1998. And I've never heard of Lee Stringer before, probably to my own detriment, but the quote that I'm going to include here is from page 17. It's Mr. Vonnegut talking about what's important and how difficult it is to do a good job as a writer. Alright, so here goes. And it's important to retreat from the hoopla on television, and what television says matters, and what we're all supposed to talk about. And of course, literature is the only art that requires our audience to be performers. You have to be able to read, and you have to be able to read awfully well. You have to read so well that you get irony. I'll say one thing meaning another, and you'll get it. Expecting a large number of people to be literate is like expecting everybody to play the French horn. It's extremely difficult. And as I've said in this book here, when we think about what reading is, it's impossible. Literature is idiosyncratic arrangements in horizontal lines of only 26 phonetic symbols, 10 Arabic numbers, and about 8 punctuation marks. And yet there are people like you who can look at a printed page and put on shows in your head. The Battle of Waterloo, for God's sake. The New York Times says that there are 40 million people in the United States who can't read well enough to fill out an application for a driver's license. So our audience cannot be large, because we need a highly skilled audience, unbelievably skilled. Thank you for learning how to do this virtually impossible thing. Well, I have to say, Mr. Vonnegut, that your point is well taken. That literature is hard, that people do have a hard time, or that the work of a writer is very difficult, in that sending the appropriate message through writing is very difficult, given that so few people know how to read in the way that's appropriate to actually receive the full message. So thank you, Mr. Vonnegut. It's probably the best paragraph of yours I've ever written, and it impacted me or affected me fully. So thank you for that.